All right, what's up, family? Welcome to Boulevard Love Hacks, the channel where we unpack all the craziness that is urban dating. If you've ever found yourself scrolling through a dating app like, is this it? Is this what I have to work with? Then this is your safe space. I got you. We're talking red flags, first dates, ghosting, and everything in between. But with a whole lot of laughs, a little sass, and some hard truths you need to hear. Because sis, let's be real. Dating out here is a contact sport, and sometimes you need a game plan to survive. So buckle up, grab your wine, and let's get into it. Okay, let's talk about dating in the 21st century, shall we? It feels like a full-time job that pays in trauma, confusion, and text messages that say wide at 2 a.m. Like, seriously, who are these people texting at 2 a.m.? And what does weed even mean? Are you offering to take me on a date, or are you just trying to see if I'm down for a late-night booty call? Be clear, sir. And don't even get me started on the emoji eyes. If someone's starting the conversation with weird or worse, the emoji eyes, just delete it. Delete the app, delete their number, delete them from your memory. They're not serious about you. And let's be real, they're probably texting 3 other people at the same time. You don't need that kind of energy in your life. You deserve someone who's going to put in effort, who's going to ask you on a real date, and who's going to text you at a reasonable hour. Because let's be honest, if they can't even string a coherent sentence together, do you really think they're going to be able to handle a real relationship? Spoiler alert, they're not. So save yourself the headache and move on. All right, let's talk about red flags. And I'm not talking about the cute little flags you see at a picnic. I'm talking about the giant neon signs that scream, "Run!" One of the biggest red flags you need to watch out for is the classic line, "I don't really do relationships, but I like your vibe." Listen, if you hear those words come out of someone's mouth, run. Don't walk. Don't try to make excuses for them. Just run. They're giving you a warning up front that they're not about anything serious. Believe them. Don't try to convince yourself that you're going to be the exception, that you're going to change them, that they're going to magically wake up one day and realize they want to be in a committed relationship with you. It's not going to happen. Save yourself the time, energy, and potential heartbreak and move on. Let's talk about another major red flag, the car enthusiast. And I'm not talking about someone who casually enjoys a nice ride. I'm talking about those profiles where every single picture is of them posing with a car. Listen, I appreciate a nice car. Who doesn't? But if all their pictures are with a car but no house in sight, they probably sleep in that car. And I don't know about you, but I'm trying to date someone who has a bed, a couch, maybe even a dining room table. I'm not trying to have dinner dates in the drive-through line. So if you stumble upon a profile that looks like a used car dealership, swipe left. Your future self will thank you. Chapter 4. Red Flag Alert. Figuring Things Out After 30. All right, this next red flag is for all my over 30 crew out there. If you meet someone who's over 30 and still talking about, "I'm just figuring things out right now," yeah, they're figuring out how to waste your time. Listen, by the time you hit 30, you should have a pretty good idea of who you are, what you want out of life, and whether or not you want kids. Looking at you, men who still haven't figured that out. So if they're still figuring things out after 30, it's a major red flag. It means they're either emotionally unavailable, afraid of commitment, or still clinging to their Peter Pan complex. And you know what? You don't have time for that. You deserve someone who's got their life together, who knows what they want, and who's ready to build something real. Chapter 5. Ladies, let's talk date expectations. Okay, ladies, let's have a little chat about date expectations. Because I've seen some of y'all out there with your wish lists. And honey, let's be realistic. If your idea of a date is, "Let's go to the mall so you can buy me something," don't be surprised when the energy you give is the energy you get. A relationship isn't about what you can finesse out of someone. It's about building something real. And real relationships start with genuine connections, not designer handbags. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't expect your date to be a gentleman, to treat you with respect, and maybe even pick up the tab every now and then. But let's focus on building a connection first, and then we can talk about who's buying what. Chapter 6. First date don'ts. Netflix and chill? Please, Let's talk about first dates because, honey, this is where the magic happens. Or completely fizzles out. And trust me, you want to avoid the fizzle. First and foremost, if they suggest a Netflix and chill for the first meetup, block them. I'm not even playing. Block them. Your time is worth more than a budget bag of popcorn and a subscription they're probably borrowing from their ex. First dates should be about getting to know each other, having actual conversations, and figuring out if there's even a spark. And you can't do that while binge-watching Stranger Things in someone's dimly lit living room. Chapter 7. Pro tip for picking first dates. Go somewhere you can actually talk. And by talk, I mean have a real conversation, not just yell at each other over loud music or awkwardly whisper during a movie. Coffee shops are always a good bet. They're casual, low pressure, and you can always tell a lot about a person by their coffee order. Plus, if the date's going south, you can always make a quick escape with a caffeine boost. Casual restaurants are another great option. You can grab a bite, share some laughs, and get to know each other in a more relaxed setting. And if you're feeling adventurous, why not try something fun like mini golf? It's a great way to break the ice, show off your competitive side, or lack thereof, and have some laughs. The key is to choose a location that allows for conversation and connection. Okay, let's talk about club culture. Now listen, I love a good night out as much as the next person. The club is fun, the drinks are flowing, the vibes are immaculate. But if you're trying to find your future spouse there, you might need to reevaluate. Club energy is temporary. That person who's whispering sweet nothings in your ear at 1 a.m. might be whispering the same thing to 3 other people before last call. Don't get me wrong, you can definitely meet people at the club. But the chances of finding a genuine connection amidst the flashing lights and thumping music are slim to none. So if you're looking for something real, something lasting, you're better off taking your search elsewhere. If you're in the talking stage with someone, pay attention to how they communicate. Are they consistent, or do they disappear for days at a time? Like, seriously, if you're going to ghost, at least have the decency to be a friendly ghost. Give us a little warning, a little boo something. Do they actually listen to you, or are they just waiting for their turn to talk? And please, for the love of all that is holy, don't play games. This whole I'm going to wait 3 hours to reply so I don't seem too eager nonsense. Leave it in 2024. Be upfront, be clear, and be honest about what you want. Because life's too short for mixed signals and mind games. If you're looking for something serious, make it known early. Don't let anyone string you along with vague answers like, "Let's just see where this goes." No, we're not floating in limbo. We're adults, and we're here to figure out what we're doing. And if someone isn't on the same page as you, that's okay. Thank them for their time and move on. Remember, you deserve to be with someone who wants the same things you do, who's willing to put in the effort, and who's not afraid to catch feelings. All right, let's bring it home. Dating isn't easy, especially in today's world where attention spans are shorter than a TikTok video. But if you stay true to yourself, keep your standards high, and learn to laugh through the craziness, you'll be just fine. Now, before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next Boulevard Love Hack. I'm posting every Monday and Friday, sometimes twice a week if I'm feeling extra spicy. Drop a comment below and let me know your craziest dating story or your best love hack. You know I want to hear it. Until next time, keep your heart protected, your standards higher, and your energy unmatched.